So I am in the chamber of Professor Irfan Habib, the Professor Emeritus for the Department of Aligarh Muslim University. So I want to speak to him about facts related to Ibn Batuta and the Aligarh and his capture in Jalali. So over to Professor.
In the late 12th century, when it was besieged by Buttutina, then we are told that it was defended by 1,000 Rajput cavalry.
Okay.
So Rajputs were cavalrymen. I mean, the story that they rode elephants or their infantry is wrong. Rajaputra normally was a cavalryman. And when they conquered the fort, they got 1,000 horses, something large number of horses. So that is how it enters history. And then it becomes an important district of Iqtan, which important officers were. Then there was an inscription of Balbal, which is now in the Maulana Azad library. There was a Minar, Tar here in the English demolished after the mutiny. And then it remained important. As a city, as I say, it enters the history of liquor in India. Bernie says that large amounts of liquor were sent from here. And that tells us that distillation was now becoming very common in the 13th century. Later on, some indigo cultivation also in the Mughal period. There was an important indigo mart for Indian trading, not for export. For export even to Ghana. And yes, it was also visited by foreign travelers. One of them found a large number of peasants in prison here because of non-payment of revenue. Mandi, I think. It was a headquarters of a Sarkar, which means sub-province. Then in the 18th century, there was an important governor, Sabit Khan, Muhammad Shah. He built a great mosque.
The Jama Masjid.
Yes. And he tried to name the city Sabit Khan, but that name the Jats built a fort, but rather rebuilt it because it had an ancient history and inscription of 15th century had been found there. So it was a fort. There is a depression, so water could collect in the ditch around. So, but then when the Marathas occupied the area in around 1771, then they had later Divine as their commander, a Frenchman, and he rebuilt the fort on the European pattern. Great mud ramparts to resist cavalry, artillery. Shells had come, so stone was useless. So you could see it there. And the Marathas were friendly to Najaf Ali Khan. So they named the fort, not the city,
the fort.
After it. After they lost the city in 1803 to the English, the English had already come very close to Aligarh from their annexations of parts of the Awadh kingdom. So, initial battle was fought here in the Second Maratha War in 1803, in which the French commander deserted the Marathas, much to the disapproval of Napoleon. But the garrison fought, but were defeated. When the English occupied it, they changed the name Cole of the city. It was still known as Cole. Alternatively Sabitgarh to Aligarh. So now only the rural area is known as Cole. Tehsil Cole. But otherwise the city's name from 1803 has been Aligarh.
But the fort was earlier
Jats.
Okay. The city in the modern times.
Yes, in the rebellion of 1857, Aligarh played a great part. In the beginning, when after the Meerut sepoys captured Delhi, the sepoys here also revolted. But they decided to go to Delhi because the call was to go to Delhi. So when they marched away from Aligarh to Delhi, the English reoccupied. But when the mutineers were defeated in Delhi, then they were able to save themselves. And under Bhatha, their commander at Delhi, they then attacked the English in Aligarh and actually reoccupied the Doab. So the English were driven away then. Then when the English actually overwhelmed Lucknow and so forth, and they were actually besieged in Agra. Then ultimately they of course reoccupied Aligarh. And then they carried out awful sentences, killed a large number of people, hanged a large number of people. And of course any Bengal army sepoys would be killed at sight. So much land was also confiscated from the rebel Kabilas and many were sent to Aligarh. So Aligarh suffered a lot in the rebellion. It began to recover very slowly. The English had already removed their cantonment to Meerut, where the mutiny started. So in that cantonment, MAO College was established. First MAO school in 1875 and in 1877 the MAO College. Which received some subsidy from the British government. And Syed Ahmad Khan wanted to offer modern education. But unfortunately he made many compromises with the religious people. And one of the agreement was that he would not interfere with the teaching of theology in the MAO College. But in fact MAO College education was very secular, and I'm sometimes surprised to see their publications in, for instance, ظهير collected research, the kind of knowledge they show, the editors of Sanskrit and English and Arabic is amazing. So MAO College didn't make its contribution to historical studies in a way that is now almost forgotten, and from a very non-religious point of view. But then of course the AMU Act of 1920 became a university. There was some division owing to the non-cooperation movement, and Jamia Islamia was first established here. Zakir Hussain leading the students. My father also taught Jamia Millia Islamia informally in the non-cooperation movement, which was done. After the non-cooperation movement was withdrawn, then the nationalists also joined the AMU. They were appointed, but the loyalist party was very strong. In 1930s, it was really radical. But even in 1920s, Gandhi made his second visit. He had first come in 1916, then his second visit was in 1921 for non-cooperation. Then he came for the third time in 1928 or 29, visiting these nations. Jawaharlal Nehru first came, I think, in 1932. He was addressed. So, as far as the city was concerned, it mainly became a center of lot industry. There was a big Norwegian farm, like Aventus dairy farm, which was well known in India and South Asian markets, for pork, for butter, for milk products. So a Sri Lankan senior man told me that he knew Aligarh only because of his pork.
Oh.
So, you know, at that time it was Caventer. Caventer used to export pork from Aligarh.
Okay.
So, Aligarh has a very colorful history. From liquor to pork.
So from liquor to pork. And what about after independence? So in the postmodern history.
Well, you know, was extremely liberal. And they protected the city and the university by sending Command regiment. At a time when there was much strain on the army, you know, the whole of the Punjab was in flames. At that time it included Haryana, Delhi. But even at that time they sent a whole regiment, Command regiment, to protect this university and the city. And they indeed protected it very well. They didn't allow the riots to spread into Aligarh district from Haryana. They remained here, I think, right from around August 1947, around 40.
Okay.
So it was, when they took over the AMU was essentially a private institution, aided private institution.
Yes.
So it was in financial crisis.
Yes.
And surprisingly, Banaras Hindu University was also in a similar crisis because their donors now disappeared from princely states.
Yes.
You know, their donations began to
Shrink in.
So the government took over both the universities in 1951. I mean, in the sense that they made it the maintained institution,
Okay.
not in the. But they kept the autonomy of the universities.
Okay.
So then the university has expanded. I was a student of the university from 47 to 53.
Okay.
Then I joined as lecturer. I joined as lecturer because the post became available because Pandit Nehru said that there should be a special grant to Aligarh to develop medieval Indian history.
Oh.
There was a note he wrote, as I heard, that Indian universities are abandoning medieval India by opening ancient Indian history departments and modern history departments and forgetting medieval India. So Aligarh should collect a big library grant, research grant, 3 posts, in fact 4 posts. I am a beneficiary.
And after all, we are all also the beneficiary, I believe.
No, Aligarh developed a lot.
True. Great. Hey everyone, so I am meeting the chairman of the Department of History at the Aligarh Muslim University, and we have had some beautiful conversations about the historical facts of Ibn Battuta and Aligarh and Jalali. So he's Professor Razavi, and we'd like to have some words from you, sir.
Well, Aligarh has a history which is quite old, and since ancient period, Koil has been a town which was quite developed and known. During the period when Ibn Battuta comes to India, visits Delhi, he also visits Aligarh, and from Aligarh he goes towards Aligarh. At that time was known as Koil or Kol, and from here he goes towards Jalali, where he is waylaid by the dacoits or some anti-socials. And as per the legend which is still there in the village of Jalali, there are at least 2 places which are related with the period of Ibn Battuta. One just outside the village of Jalali, there is a small mound on which there is a tomb and certain graves. And as per the legend, this was the place where those killed in this ambush were buried. All those who were along with Ibn Battuta and they were killed by the dacoits, they were buried there. That is the legend. So that site is there. I don't know whether it really belongs to the period of Ibn Battuta or not, but my suspicion is that some of the graves at least do belong to the Sultanate. As far as the town of Jalali or the village of Jalali itself is concerned, we have a number of very old remains there. And for example, there is a mosque within the town, within the settlement, which dates back to the Sultanate period. We have the inscription of Balban, we have the inscription of Babur, and we have the inscription of the latter Mughals given there. Apart from that, there is a place some 5-6 kilometers away from Jalali, which is known as by the historians as Kusha-ke-Peer. The local people call it as Khush-Peer, and it is supposed to be a place where coronation ceremony of Firoz Shah Tughlaq took place. So now Firoz Shah Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and Ibn Battuta, all three of them belong to the same time. So one thing is quite definite, that the history of Jalali, present town of Jalali, coincides with the period when Ibn Battuta visits the place, and we do have remains of that period. One more thing which I would like to add is that it appears that the Kali Nadi, which was there during the period of Ibn Battuta, he talks about that river, he talks about the ravines around this river, it probably changed its route. At the moment, if you read Ibn Battuta, then this river is supposed to be very close to Jalali. But at the present, the river is at a distance. Possibly it has changed routes. Near Jalali, you don't have any ravines at all. No mounds, nothing. Except the mound which I talked about where there is a tomb. Apart from that, there is no other mound. But around the present bed of the river Kali Nadi, still we have those ravines. So the village remains where it was, the river has changed its route, so it's quite possible that the places which Ibn Battuta actually visited are not along the Kali Nadi, but are much more closer to the present village of Jalali. And this is where, as per the legends, these are located.
So thank you, Professor. I also have Professor Pundir here and Miss Irfan, who will be helping me in trying to find out the local context and the current state of Aligarh, the local places, and of course few factories, Tara Nagris, and a lot more. So thank you, everyone.
I'll just, if you are making something on Ibn Battuta or the history of the town, then you should also visit the old town of Kot, which is now known as Upar Kot. That is the site of the old city. There we have, a locality known as Shah Jamal, where there are certain Tughlaq remains. So your team should also visit that place. In Jalali we have indigo vats. Some of the indigo vats were owned by the French, merchants who were indigo traders. They also survived there. Then, just near the campus where you are sitting at the moment, we have a fort which belongs to the latter Mughal period, and it is the name of that fort which changed the name of Kol from Kol to Aligarh, because the name Aligarh was actually the name of this fort. So I think these are some of the things which you should trace and look at for making this document.
Definitely, sir, and I'll seek all your help. Hello, everyone. So I'm being treated at the Aligarh Muslim University.
The PR office.
So I am with Mr. Omar Pirzada. He's the PRO of Aligarh Muslim University. Do you see these? I've been treating.
There was a small party out here.
Okay.
And it's a blessing in disguise that you came. So it is an addition to our party.
Wow.
And this was all for you.
So I've been treated here with some sweets, ice creams and whatnot. I think if Ibn Battuta would have been here, I think he would have also got a similar kind of treatment, I believe.
Exactly.
with so many things happening and special preparations happening and things like that.
Well, can I ask you one question? What's
Sure.
your opinion about the AMU so far you have visited?
Oh, so I think I'm still awestruck with the campus. So beautiful, so green and spotlessly clean. One. Second, so before coming here, I had there have been so many stereotypes about the university that is there, and there's a lot of negative connotation which is attached to the name, but I can't find it anywhere happening. It's such a vibrant place. So many. In fact, I met a few students. I interacted with some faculty. I interacted with Professor Irfan and it has been a very delightful experience. I think I wouldn't have been treated like this if
Well, Mr.
I go
Purohit,
to
I like
any
to
university.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, I like to request you, and through you to your all audience friends, your department fellows, very big hello Islam, and from India, from Aligarh Muslim Institute. We are having, the establishment since 1875. We started with Madrasatul Uloom, which in 1878 got elevated as Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College. Then after the founder's death, that is in 1998, so Sayyid Ahmad, after 22 years of his death, his followers and the well-wishers, they came together, synchronized their energy to the optimum, and got Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College in 1920 incorporated by the British Act of Parliament as Aligarh Muslim Institute, for which then the British government demanded 35 lakh of rupees, okay, where 15 lakh was given by Aga Khan. Okay, so and from then on that, and Alhamdulillah, we feel pride and all that. We are channelizing the potential of the youth to the optimum deliverance of the nation building. We have a secular issue and a national building character. And we have given Lala Mannat student the Soma, and we are having a specialty of only one writing club. We are having the biggest library and collection. And the people like you are coming. I suppose you are going to create the real image of the AMU to the outside world, because as you have said, the things are so much stereotyped. It is, mandatory on our part to come forward, join hands, and I invite everybody who is coming to Agra and Aligarh and Delhi should include Aligarh also as a triangular visit for them. Okay, and it is a good tourist spot also, and I'll take you to other places also, discover more.
Sure. And one last thing. So the Muslim university is not just catering to the youth of India. There are people who are coming from almost 20 to 25 different countries to study here. So it's not just this. It's not just people from Aligarh. It's not just people from Vicinity, but people from all over the world who are coming here studying science, technology, history, arts. There's a Department of Fine Arts, Commerce, and whatnot.
Let me add, I'm sorry I'm intervening. It is a residential university, and the three gospels of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, the founder, was pure morality, large-hearted tolerance, and free inquiry. Large-hearted tolerance means, as you say, sahinshulta, tolerance, and accommodating the otherness of the other. And I tell you, the residential, we are having 18,000 students as a resident members.
Wow.
Okay, in total we have around 34,000 plus students. Okay, in AMU, in this campus. Okay, just see the vibrancy, and whole of India, okay, resides in AMU.
Yes.
Okay, so you have Holi, you have Diwali, you have Christmas, you have Lodi, you have Guru Nanak Jayanti, Eid, Bakrid, what not. So it makes you understand and accommodate the otherness of the other, and it depicts and reflects the vibrancy of real India in a real sense.
Absolutely. And what he's saying is also true, because when the college was started, there were about 250 students who got admitted, and it was not just from the Muslim community, it was from every religion. So at that point of time, from about 58 Hindu students were part of the Aligarh college in the 1875.
30 plus now percentage.
And now the vibrancy is so that there are about more than 30% Hindu students who are studying here. So I think it's a great thing, it's a great place, and I'm loving it. Hello everyone, so this is the administrative block of the Aligarh Muslim University. That's the PRO's office. And then this is where the VC of the university sits in. Right. This is gonna be the main campus, and I'm heading out now to the Maulana Azad Library.